What is up, everyone? Sumu here. The new update just dropped, 6.1.0. We're gonna go over the patch notes. Guys in chat, get some high YouTubes going. I am indeed live right now. Bruh. What do you mean, bruh? I gotta do the intro, you know? Yeah, whatever. Hi, YouTube. Yes, there we go. The new tome is out. Cool. 5 maze tiles have been added to the Macmillan Estate map. They also have added those to Auto Heaven Records in the PDB, but I guess they changed their minds. There we go. Now the classic gameplay changes. There we go. I'm not watching it live. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. Honestly, it's pretty cringe. But you know, I gotta do what you gotta do. I don't even think they can really see you guys there. So I'm just gonna like do. I don't know. I think there's a little better. That covers up the things. Whatever. It's weird because it has white text in the background too. Whatever, you stay there. Shut up. It's time to read. Generators take 90 seconds, up from 80. Killers kicking a gen now immediately makes it lose 2.5% loss. 2.5% loss, yes. I can speak. Yeah, these two are gonna make gens take longer, obviously, because it takes 10 seconds longer. And now kicking a generator will have some sort of, you know, reward for spending your time, but 2.5% progress is nothing compared to you spending 2 seconds kicking the gen and the survivor being able to do that 2.5% progress in basically the same time. It's basically like a very bad trade-off, because a second of the killer's time is 4 seconds of survivor's times, because there's 4 survivors. Anyway, Bloodless has been buffed 15, 25, and 35 from 15, 30, 45. I don't agree with that. I think Bloodless should just be removed, but oh well. But yeah, cooldown after hitting a survivor, kicking a gen, and kicking a paladin wall has been reduced by 10%. There now are each of them 2.7 for the cooldown, 1.8 for gens, and 2.34 for paladins and walls. That means that basically every killer has been buffed. That's great. And also, we have another 10% reduction to the speed boost you get after getting hit, which is actually big. Yes, now have a modified version of Borrowed Time as a base ability. When you get unhooked, no matter what you're running, the guy that just got unhooked, either was you or whoever you unhooked, is going to get a 7% movement speed bonus and endurance status effect for 5 seconds. That means that, you know, the killer cannot just immediately tunnel you off the hook, even if the other guy doesn't have Borrowed Time. They still can tunnel you off the hook, but it's going to be a little harder. And the speed bonus and endurance effect are removed if the survivor performs a conspicuous action. Yes, conspicuous action is basically the actions that have already in the game as the things that disable decisive strike. Repairing a gen, healing yourself or others, cleansing or blessing a totem, sabotaging a hook, unhooking a survivor, and opening an exit gate. And new section describes the game banger. Oh, cool. Yes, even if, and now what they have done is, even if you do have the endurance status effect, if you're in deep wound, like if you have the Borrowed Time effect, someone hits you, you're in deep wound, you cannot have endurance again. So you can only use one endurance, whatever, you know, one instant of endurance every time, except Medal of Man, because that does not give you deep wound. And there we go. Now all the killer prick changes, we went over them a while back, another video, when the update, like the developer update dropped, and I'm gonna go over them again pretty quick. Barbecue and Chili no longer has blood point bonus. Corrupt Intervention deactivates not only after 2 minutes, but before this 2 minutes ends, if a survivor gets downed, Corrupt Intervention deactivates. Colorophobia, the skill checks are also faster. Not just healing being slower, but the skill checks while healing are also much faster. Dark Devotion, now it triggers when a survivor loses a health state by any means, so that includes powers such as Huntress's hatchets, you know, Pyramid Heads, and Trapper's Traps as well. Eruption, they just made it stronger overall. Eruption is when you kick a gen, the gen becomes marked, and then when you down survivor, it loses progress, and whoever was working on that gen gets incapacitated, meaning they cannot do anything. They cannot interact with anything except like windows and stuff. Like you have Victor on your back, basically. So the reduction of progress went up to 10%, and the incapacitated status effect went up to 15, 20, 25. Basically, plus 9 seconds. It's a lot. Noed, when the Hex effect is... Oh, once the Hex effect is revealed to the survivors. Oh. That's so bad. That's not even a nerf. It's nothing. Anyway, so that means that after you hit a survivor with Noed, and the survivors know that you have Noed, then they can see the totem's aura. It's not from the beginning as soon as the gens are done. It's after you actually hit a survivor and then Noed gets revealed. The totem is going to have a 4-meter aura range, which it will increase to 24 meters over 30 seconds. Ooh. What? Okay, so Ruin, if any survivor is killed, the Ruin totem just disappears and becomes a dull totem. Really? And also it has been nerfed to regress at 100% regression speed instead of 200%. Interesting. Okay. Jolt, remove the cooldown, very good. Jolt might actually be a pretty good perk now. Knockout, recovery speed is reduced by 25% on top of everything else. Lethal Pursuer buffs any aura reveal effect by 2 seconds, but only the aura reveal effects that actually say that reveals the aura for X amount of seconds. For example, it doesn't work with Myers' Scratched Mirror and the other mirror, Vanity Mirror, because those just reveal while you're stalking. But for example, when you go for the Huntress add-on, that when you hit someone with a hatchet, they have the aura revealed by 5 seconds, now it's going to be increased to 7 seconds. Let's see. And Monster Shrine is now a Scourge Hook. And it makes it so whoever's on a Scourge Hook, they die 20% faster if the killer is away, 24 meters or more away. And also the basement hooks also count as Scourge Hooks. And then Overcharge. It's the same thing as always. When you kick a gen, you have that's hard skill check or whatever, but the gen starts regressing at 75% of normal speed, so slower, but over the next 30 seconds it goes up to 200%. So old Ruin, I guess, which is like the dumbest thing ever. It should not start at 75%. There's no reason to start at 75%. Start it at 100, make it 200. Bam. Pop Goes the Weasel now is 20% of current progress and not 25% total, because I guess 25% total would be a lot considering it's 90 seconds now, but they also made it 20% of current instead of 25% of current. I don't know, it just Pop Goes the Weasel has really got nerfed a lot, but it makes sense. They want to make gens longer but also not insufferably long. Gift of Pain, that is the Pinhead Scourge Hook. Basically, they made it so healing and repairing speed penalty is up to 16%. Healing before you get healed, you get unhooked, you get healed about 16% slower. And then, I think this means that after you get unhooked and you get healed, this effect starts happening where you heal and repair 16% slower, if I remember correctly. Pain Res. Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Basically what it does now is when you hook someone on a Scourge Hook, the gem with the most progress explodes, and also everyone working on it screams. Now they remove the scream and the explosion. It just loses regression. It just loses progression now, that's all. Thana was buffed to 5.5 or up from 5. So that's a maximum of 22% penalty from 20. Not a crazy buff, but still a buff. Tinkers finally can only proc once per gen, which was pretty dumb that it could proc more than once around a gen. Oh my god, there's so many changes. Survivor breaks now. Borrowed time is basically the same as before, but it just adds 10 seconds to the base borrowed time that is currently in. So instead of having the endurance and speed for 5 seconds, you have them for 10 seconds. Or the endurance for an extra 6, 8, 10, and the speed is always plus 10 for some reason. Anyway, botany knowledge, you heal 50% faster, but when you use a medkit, it has minus 20% efficiency. Efficiency. I guess that is a way to counter, the thing that Scott Young has been doing, which, just healing in a second with a green medkit. It just makes it so you can only heal, like, I don't know, once or twice instead of twice or 3 times. But yeah, whatever. Calm Spirit. Increased chance to 100%. Okay, so the same thing. And now this here is like the dumbest thing ever. They made it so you can open chests and cleanse blessed totems silently, but 30% slower. If it is an option, if you have the option to do it with, Fallout Guy Mom 1. That's a great name. Thank you for the follow. So if it is an option, it's going to be good. If it is anytime you open a chest or cleanse a totem, you have to do it at 30% less speed, it's going to be the dumbest thing ever. I don't know why they would do it like this. Anyway, Dark Sense is now pretty useful in comparison to before. When you finish a gen, you activate Dark Sense, and if the killer comes close to you to a 24-meter radius, then you see the aura for 10 seconds. Instead of it being when you finish the gen, you just see the killer anywhere, which is not very useful. Dead Hard. Killer mains rejoice. Let's go. There's no dash/dodge. Now when you activate Dead Hard, you have endurance for 0.5 seconds. That's 0.5 seconds. A full lunge. If you hold them one, I'm pretty sure it lasts longer. I'm pretty sure it lasts a full second. So you can literally start swinging. The guy dead hards, and before you finish your swing, the dead hard is gone and you just hit him. That's so dumb. And they basically over nerfed it. Now it's useless, but it's better than before for everyone. Animation plays, yeah, they do a little dab when they dodge your hit, I guess. Decisive Strike, now it disables if the XG gets a powered. It's now the conspicuous actions we said before. Plus the stun is now 3 seconds, so it's basically pretty useless against most killers. And the only killers that are actually gonna be, affected by decisive are M1 killers that have no ability. Anyway. Deja Vu, they give you a 5% speed boost for gens revealed by Deja Vu. That's pretty good. Distortion, it went down to 3 from 4 starting tokens. But I'm pretty sure the max is still 4. No, the max is 3. Removed stipulation preventing the player from activating when in a killer trap. Like if you get caught by Trapper. And now Distortion still activates, so hand your aura. Okay. And yeah, you also now have a way to recharge it. If you stay 30 seconds inside of the killer terror radius, Distortion gains a token back. That's pretty good. And also there's a linear audio cue to tell you that, hey, we used it, it's gone. And let's see what else. Hope now has no time limit, which is great. I'm going to be running Hope a lot. I love Hope. Inner Focus. Now you can see other people's scratch marks on the whole map. For some fucking reason. I don't know why it doesn't help at all, but sure. Or am I the judge? Iron Wheel is pretty much useless right now. I mean, it's gonna help in some specific instances, but nothing really major. It also doesn't work with while exhausted. So if you have like Sprint Burst or something, it's useless. Because you'll always be exhausted. And you usually use your exhaustion perk before getting hit. So you're just not gonna use Iron Will at all. Tell you. Anyway, Lightweight now makes the scratch marks disappear 5 seconds faster, which is half of the scratch mark's normal duration. And now the scratch marks just have random chances of not appearing at all. They just go on walls and shit around you randomly. It's great. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, no, Lucky Break has a way to charge back up if you heal a survivor. For as long as you're healing them, that's how much Lucky Break you're going to get back. It's pretty good. No One Left Behind now finally triggers when the exit gates are powered and not when they are opened, which made the perk absolutely useless. And you also give them another 7% movement speed bonus for 10 seconds. Which means right now with Borrowed Time, No One Left Behind, and what is the other one? Babysitter or Guardian, Steve's perk. These three are gonna make the survivor run at 121% movement speed. Oh, don't worry about it, Fallout. I'm just doing it for bots because we have a lot of bots on Twitch. You have no idea. What's up? I'm doing pretty good. Just reading the patch notes. We're also recording it for YouTube. And then we're gonna go ahead and play the new patch. What else? Off the Record is now buffed. It has 80-second duration of endurance, but it gets disabled if the exit gates are powered, which is pretty good. This might be annoying, but it means that someone has not done anything for the last 80 seconds to have the endurance effect, so it's pretty damn good. Overzealous is up to 8%, and the bonus is double if you cleanse a Hex Totem. Pretty okay. Pharmacy now has, anytime you open a chest, there's an emergency medkit, green medkit. Not just the first chest open, which again, pretty damn good. Saboteur also reveals Scourge Hooks, which is again, pretty damn good. Self-care, it has, the speed is down to 35%, so that means, oh, thank you very much, Fallout guy. That means a lot. You have no idea. So, okay, a normal heal is 16 seconds. With self-care right now, you will need to heal for 45.7 seconds to go from injured to healthy. 45 seconds. That's more than half a generator. That's a lot of time, man. That is great. Hopefully no one uses it now. Anyway, remove medkit efficiency bonus. Pretty damn good. Self-care is now useless, so that's great. Soul Survivor. For some reason, you do gen 75% faster when you're alone. I don't know why you would do a gen when you were the last person alive, but more power to you. You can also open gates and the hatch 50% faster, which is pretty damn good, I guess. Basically makes it very easy to escape when you're the last one. Especially if you're running this with the Wake Up. You have like 85% faster gate opening. So, Spine Chill. This, I think, is a temporary change. Half of it. But yes. Oh my god, they made the description so confused. Okay, so you get notified when the killer is within a 36-meter range of you. If the killer is in the range and looking at you with a clear line of sight, your speed while repairing, sabotaging, healing, and unhooking, cleansing, blessing, and opening exit gates and unlocking chests is increased by 6%. Spine Shield lingers for 0.5 seconds, so it does, turn on and off, on and off. And also the icon indicates the strength of the killer's tear radius. That for right now is for people that are hard of hearing. So they can see, they have a visual indicator of the tear radius. But apparently they said they're going to change this because they don't want these accessibility options to be tied to a perk. So that's pretty damn good again. Tenacity, you also make less noise when you're on the floor. I mean, there's already a bug that does that, so might as well make it a perk. We're gonna live forever. Just they remove the blood points, and when you do something that would give you a token before in We're Gonna Live Forever, it activates a secondary function where when you heal someone up from the floor, they get endurance. And it's weird. Now, okay, we're finally done with that. Down to progression. This is a huge patch. Progression and prestige has been completely reworked. And now if you have any perks that you have, perks, items, cosmetics, none of that will be lost if you already have them. Because, yeah, it will be a little, bad. The blood point cap has been increased to 2 million, up from 1 million. Still, could have been completely max. And now in every game you have a maximum of 10,000 blood points per category instead of 8,000. Going up to 40,000 blood points per match, I guess. Absolutely max. When you prestige, you don't lose any items, add-ons, offerings, or perks. The teachable perks have been removed from the blood point. Level 51 of the blood point requires the character to prestige, costing 20,000 blood points. The character can now be prestige up to 100 times. More blood points? Yeah, it's gonna be great. Sadly, they removed the blood point bonus from barbecue, and We're Gonna Live Forever, so I'm a little salty about that, but that's fine. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so here are the words for prestiging. Prestige 1, 2, and 3 give everyone else and your character their own perks at tier 1, 2, and 3 respectively. So if you get Jane to prestige 1, we get a head-on, solidarity, and whatever her other perk is to tier 1 on everyone. Prestige 2, tier 2 on everyone. Prestige 3, tier 3 on everyone. Then Prestige 4, 5, and 6 give you the bloody cosmetic items, which are the normal prestige customization items where you had up until now already. And then Prestige 7, 8, and 9 give perk charms, which are each character's perks. They're gonna be charms, which is actually pretty cool. And now here it is how it's gonna work right now for this new update. If you had a character that is Prestige 1, Prestige 2, or Prestige 3, they're gonna be getting +2 levels per that Prestige level. So Prestige 1 characters are gonna be Prestige 3, Prestige 2 characters are gonna be Prestige 6, and Prestige 3 characters are gonna be Prestige 9. Now, that aside, if you have a character with these amount of perks, which means that you have a perk on, let's say, Bizarrina, as I am. You have 70 perks, right? They count each tier of the perk separately. So if you have a tier 3 perk, that counts as 3 perks. So now, if you have 70 to 119 perks, you get +1 prestige level. 120 to 169 +2, 170 to 219 +3, 220 to 269 +4, 270 to 319 +5, and 320 plus is +6. Prestige 9 is the highest level of prestige you can get in general. So for example, my Zarina has all the perks, and Prestige 3, she will not go to Prestige like 15 where she should have been. She's gonna go to Prestige 9. Oh. And if you have any teachable perks that you have unlocked, but without even prestiging that said character, you're gonna get level tier 1 of that perk on every character. If you just unlock the perks, it's basically this little list here, depending on how many perks you have on that character. But if you just got onto level 40 to unlock their teachables, you're gonna have all of the teachables on tier 1, not 3, tier 1, on every character. That's what they're gonna do. There's a little prestige crest thing for each prestige level. And characters who are already prestige 3 will have a bloody prestige portrait, which we've seen. It's a little red little thing. That's pretty okay. Ooh, let's go. Shrine of Secrets. And let's see. Now, teachable hoods have been removed from the Shrine of Secrets. You just buy perks directly. So let's say you have, on the Shrine of Secrets, we have Brutal Strength. You can spend 2,000 iridescent shards for tier 1. And that perk, Brutal Strength, is now going to be on all your killers at tier 1. Then you can spend another 4,000 shards to get tier 2. And it unlocks tier 2 on every character. And you can spend another 6,000 shards, which is going to get Brutal Strength on tier 3 on every character. That means that you can spend 12,000 shards to get a perk tier 3 on everyone immediately. And you can also buy this perk 3 times and the same what is it called? In the same shrine. You don't have to wait for next week or whatever. You're gonna buy the same perk 3 times in the same shrine. And also, if you have unlocked a specific perk through prestiging the character, you're gonna have discount. If you have, for example, tier 1 of a perk unlocked through leveling up your character, you're gonna have to spend 2,000 for tier 2 and 4,000 for tier 3. And if you have tier 2 unlocked through prestiging, you only have to spend 2,000 for tier 3. Which, pretty damn cool. The same perk may be purchased multiple times on a single rotation of Shrine of Secrets, yep. And if you purchase a perk that you already have at tier 3, it will convert the shards to 100,000 blood points. And can only be done once per Shrine of Secrets per perk. So 4 times. They actually made it so much harder to get blood points here, because you get 50,000 blood points less than what you would get before, and it is also probably a little more expensive. And even if it's not expensive, more expensive, you still get less blood points, but so it is a little annoying. There's also matchmaking incentives now, which means that if you have crossplay enabled, depending on how many survivors and how many killers are playing right at that second, you are going to get more blood points if you go to the role that has less people in it. Meaning if there's like 100 survivors and 5 killers, if you play killer, you're going to get more blood points for playing killer. Just extra blood points. That's about it. Made UI layout changes to accommodate the new prestige crest on multiple screens. Interesting. Character info button has been moved to the side. Oh my god, thank you so much. Fall Guy, that's very nice of you. Gamer plays. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy the content. That was great. Yeah, so character info button is moved to the side tabs in the lobby UI for some reason. And the character swap button prompts with a previous next in the lobby UI footer. So now it's down to the, like, right over here, down left. It's weird. We're gonna see it though. It's gonna be interesting. Optimize Doctor's performance. Good. Let's see, changes from the PDB now. To prestige on the PDB, you had to spend 50,000 blood points. Up from, like, when you reach level 50, then you spend 50,000 blood points to prestige. It's now 20,000. These are all other things that we've already talked about. They changed the prestige charm. There's perk charm visuals because they were just a disgusting purple background. Oh no, like red background with the perk on it. That was like, ugh. It actually looks pretty cool now. Rework the prestige. Dev note. We receive a lot of feedback on the PTB about the grind not being reduced enough when only focusing on a few characters, specialization, the cost of prestige, no, the blood. It's just a bit. Yeah, okay, whatever. You're still cringe. Endurance no longer stops from going down the deep wound. Yeah, we said that. We said that. Bam, bam. Yeah, they saw in the PDB that we would have like 50 endurance effects and we just never went down. That's pretty good. Now let's see. Bug fixes. I'm gonna just scan through them and see if... Oh! Fixed an issue that caused players to experience rubber banding during gameplay. Oh! Oh my god! Rubber banding is gone. This is great. Let's go, behavior. Let's fucking go. I thank you, Fallout. That really means a lot. You have no idea. Well, let's go. There's no more rubber banding. Let's fucking go. Good job, behavior. You're doing the bare minimum. Let's go. Fix an issue where after extended periods of play, the application would run out of memory after quitting the tally screen. Fix an issue where the game would crash when muting? What? What do you mean? Tear radius feedback on spine chill functions in reverse. It gets smaller when the tear radius gets louder instead of like. How do you even do that? There are 3 people who found this helpful. Great. Okay, so now before we go play, let's watch the new Attack on Titan outfit stuff. This looks so weird. There's the Oni. Dude, these are actually so sick. We have a Kenny outfit. That's sick. I didn't know we had a Kenny outfit. Oh, she's not the female Titan. She is that other Titan. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what it's called. That's so sick. I don't have money. I'm out of money, brother. It's actually sick.